Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
You're live.
Gay.
Wow, starting it off.
Way to start.
Right.
Way to start.
Are we back?
We're a little drunk.
Drinks. We told you last week we had never seen the movie where these things got popular. Guess what? We've watched it and we got some hot takes.
Real hot takes. I can't wait. When are we doing that, by the way?
Well, we had it on there twice, so I made an executive decision and we'll do it in What's on Mike's Mind. And then I came up with something else for me on Trav's Take. So we will do that right after the middle of the show. So stay tuned, folks.
Got this intro.
Let's do a little intro and get this thing rolling for the night.
We're on Facebook.
Podcast is rated N for nostalgia. It contains strong language, heavy retro references, and will spontaneously unlock core memories. Viewer discretion is advised. Now hang on for a trip back to the 90s with Cartridge and Quest.
I don't know where I went during that, but that's cool, Riverside.
I think you're on mine. Were you not? I also wasn't paying attention whatsoever. I think I was thinking about like nachos or something. I was just like, God damn.
Yeah, that sounds right. Whatever. It's the hilarious part that, so I might have laughed twice, but the fun, like calling this a Caucasian is hilarious to me. Like,
yeah, I caught that too. I was like, I don't understand. So it's a White Russian. If you've ever had a White Russian, it's pretty good, but,
I don't think I've ever had one, bro.
I don't think I had like an espresso martini, which to me is close.
It's the same. What's a martini versus this? Like, what's in a martini?
I think you just leave the dairy out.
Oh,
so it's just like straight alcohol. Martinis will get you fucked.
Martini is still vodka?
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. So this is just a big martini
with milk or half and half.
There's milk in it?
Yeah.
You put half and half and Kahlua
and vodka.
Yep. It's delicious.
It's pretty good.
I love it.
I
think it's really good.
I might start doing this instead of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, until you have like a job you have to go to in the morning, and then that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But for now, totally fine.
I'm gonna text you tomorrow. I'm like, here's my drink. No, you're coming to work out. It's gonna be like 6 a.m. I'm gonna be like slamming White Russians.
Like, dude, are you sure you don't have a problem?
This is a terrible idea.
We're still powered by Mfish.
That thing is so crazy.
You loved it.
Honestly,
dude.
when we started, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, what am I going to use this for? It's almost like daily now. I'm like, oh, use this big badass cable, and this thing's going to be charged like 2 seconds, and it's amazing.
Heck yeah.
It's so
with
good.
the power port and the Mfish cable, how long do you think it takes to charge your phone?
I don't know. I'm going to say like fucking 5 minutes because it's crazy. Like
faster than anything you've ever done before,
yeah,
right? The
absolutely.
one that came in the box,
absolutely.
any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're awesome. Like, and they look cool. And that you like, if your kids have iPads, so you can pop the top back on there
fast
and
charging
charge the iPad with the same cable.
They are amped because my daughter loves to use my son's, and my son's always pissed. He's like, yeah, it's always dead though, because then we can't charge the shit. So that's when I'm like, oh, you got to try this. And then I plug it in, and they're like, oh my God, it's already up like 4%. I was like, dude, I know it's magic. Yeah, it really is.
That 140 will get it there, man.
It's wild.
Yeah. And then you can plug your laptop into it when it's sitting up there too.
And it was almost dead.
Yeah.
And
you
it's great.
You were typing on it and it still didn't die, right?
Yeah, it was great. Fantastic.
Yeah. Those Mfish.
Keep it up, guys. And also send me more stuff. If that's what you can do with one thing, like, what else do you have? Like,
right.
Let's change my life.
Yeah. Yeah. If you didn't already know, I'm AverageTrav.
Foodie Mike C.
For now.
We're shopping some new ones. I'm also looking at Kitchen Jesus.
It's Kitchen Jesus to you, sir.
And then it's just Jesus because most of the Jesuses are in the kitchen. So It doesn't even matter if it's a Chinese restaurant. Like, you got Mexicans in the kitchen. That's just how it is.
For sure. Yeah.
Italian restaurants, like,
look,
doesn't
listen,
matter.
People from Wichita tell me that when you go to Kobe's, that dude chopping it up is not Mexican.
Yeah.
Half of them are.
Because we're, like, just well-rounded people. We can do it all.
You can't. Yes, I agree. Like, the Mexican dudes there can cook just as well as the Japanese dudes, I think.
Yeah. Plus, we got great skin.
I don't know. I mean, it's a little darker than ours, but
why would you say that like it's a bad thing?
It's not.
You're about to get fucking canceled. He's about to get canceled.
What?
You're done. You're done.
He's a little dark for my taste.
I did not. You put words in my mouth that I did not say.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Dokes. You son of a gun. You're not supposed to catch on.
You heard it here first, guys. Got people saying you ain't wrong. I don't know if they're talking about you being a racist or me being golden brown and delicious.
What they're talking about is the Mexican dudes cooking at Kobe's is what they're saying.
That could be it, I guess.
Man, we got a packed show tonight. We're doing some retro rewind.
I got a new segment too. I'm excited.
I saw that. We're talking to LeMarc from throwbackbuys.com. Now that's going to be a cool conversation. And then a whole bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned. Check it out. We're going to get into a little bit of retro rewind.
Retro rewind, don't press stop. Pop culture is hitting the top. The 90s live again in time. On cartridge and quest, it's retro rewind.
Retro rewind.
Number one on Spotify.
Back. Rewind it back. What's the rest of the song?
Sometime Usher, maybe? Is that what you're referencing? I don't know.
No, is it not Ludacris?
I think. Is it a Luda song or is it an Usher song?
Dude,
I know Luda's on it, but.
Something about the booty smack.
Yeah, he's talking about Usher, isn't he?
I don't know what you're stuck on Usher for tonight, but.
You fucking okay. Anyways, let's just fucking continue.
Anyway, Retro Rewind always brought to you by the Regent Theater. He's playing Hopper for the next 2 weeks.
That looks fun.
My kids went and saw it, and they said it's hilarious. And my older son, he's getting to the point where he kind of gets the adult jokes too. And he said, "It's not about half that movie isn't a kid's joke." So,
by the way, let me just say this real quick. Yeah, by Usher featuring Little John and Ludacris. You piece of shit.
It's both.
You were always wrong. God damn it! You're trying to make me feel stupid. This son of a bitch.
That's the middle. It is. It's the middle of that song.
God damn! Here's Ludacris one time. It's a fucking Ludacris song.
Oh my gosh. I love Usher. I'm surprised I didn't realize it was Usher. All right, dude. We just hit daylight savings, which kind of messed me up today because I'm used to coming over here and it's dark.
Yeah.
And it was still bright as heck.
I was kind of curious about that for tomorrow morning. Like, what's that going to be like?
Yeah, what's it going to be tomorrow? Yeah, that is interesting. But so it feels like it's spring, but I want to take us back to the golden age of snow days.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, we actually just talked about this, like how crazy it is now. They're getting text messages and shit. Like, oh, we're canceling because school's too cold. It's too cold outside. And it's like, we fucking we never got snow days. And when we did, we'd have to watch the channel and just wait for like your school to slowly scroll by.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And it's just like your memory is just full of just like wet ass socks and pants.
Yes,
and
from your hands.
Yeah, and those little. Yeah, we didn't have gloves, baby. Just throw some fucking socks on those bitches.
4 pairs.
Somebody hit you in the fucking ear, and you're like inside because you're pissed off and like your day's ruined, and then you get those like crunchy ass little marshmallows from like the Swiss Miss. And,
yes, dude. Like so.
That's
the reason this came up is because the freaking storm of the century in 1993 hit the East Coast, and so they had, I want to say, 6 feet of snow, like something insane, 4 to 6 feet of snow.
That's like an average Bills game.
Yeah, there was a lot in that one. But so that's why this came up. And I wanted to take us back to snow days because we'd get up and if we knew it was going to snow that morning, we'd get up early to see like what's the news going to say. We didn't have text message. We didn't have the internet to look. We didn't have any of that. We got up, we turned on, in my house, we turned on Cake, Channel 10. But you had KSN and you had KSCW as well, channel 3, channel 12. But we turned on channel 10, and we were going to see what they were saying, and we were watching that scroll. And because we were Wichita up there, you guys are Wellington. We were at the very end.
Yeah.
So if it was in Abilene, it's like, holy crap, we're going to be here for 15 minutes.
I remember missing it. Like, you just get to the end and you see Abilene coming in. It's like, God damn it.
How did I miss it? Like, I turned away for 2 seconds and I missed it. And so it was this kind of thing. I couldn't find a good representation of the scroll, so I created one.
Oh, God.
And because I just couldn't, there was nobody that had a good one. And so I wanted to just kind of show this is what we would get up in the very early morning, go turn on channel 10 and watch.
We are tracking this winter storm closely.
School closing list continues to scroll. We know everyone is watching that this morning.
That thing just scrolling along the bottom, just like
nothing pissed me off more. You wake up early, you go to see it. Every other school's canceled. And it's like Wellington open. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it's like, how? Like, there is literally a blizzard outside.
Yeah.
How are we going to school? And then inevitably the next day, or school would get out early, right? Because it snowed so much and they just didn't. Or the next day you were out.
Yeah.
But so the whole point, like snow day, when you freaking woke up and you saw the TV and it said school was closed. As much as I loved playing my Nintendo and my Super Nintendo and my PlayStation and all of that stuff and being inside, I didn't give one rip about any of that stuff at the beginning of the snow day.
It was fun for a minute. It was fun being outside for a minute. Like I said,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
You catch a snowball to the fucking face.
Oh, 100%. But
I'm done.
You get that. You get those gloves on. You get that coat on. You get that hat on.
You get those.
You go knocking on doors.
Yeah.
You go knocking on doors. Like everybody's out. We're all snowballing, and it was just the time of our life for the first hour, 45 minutes to an hour of that day was just like, this is awesome.
We played a lot of football, and I remember that football just being hard as fuck. Like, you do not want to even catch that ball.
For sure. So, and then, like you said, the Swiss Miss with the hard marshmallows in it.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Like, so back in 93, when this storm happened, it was the premiere. It's kind of lucky for these guys, but it was the premiere of Beavis and Butthead on MTV.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
You do?
I do. It was weird.
Oh, wow.
It was wild.
That's crazy because I don't remember that. And I wasn't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead.
I just remember it was all about like boobs and nachos. And like, hell yeah. Being a little brown man in the making is like, this is all right.
Okay, here we go.
Someone gets me.
So yeah, I mean, I am not going to be the guy shouting at the clouds and saying "get off my lawn" and all of that stuff, but I just feel like the most awesome feeling about like not knowing until you go to the thing where you can the only place you can know, which was the TV. Like,
oh, got it.
That was it. Like you couldn't go hop on your phone, and like you couldn't just be in bed and flip it open and then roll back over, because that's what we would have done. Instead, we got up and we turned the TV on and we did the thing and we saw and we were already awake. And so then it's like, well, here we go. And for me, it's just like, that's why still today on snow days at school, any kid in my house that wants to go sledding, we're going, because that's what I did as a kid. And it was so awesome.
That's awesome.
And so like this last time, not all of them wanted to go, but that was okay. I took the ones that wanted to go and we went and had a blast.
I remember your wife got a hold of me and it's like, yeah, I think they're doing good. And she's like, I'm honestly surprised no one's like came home crying yet. And then she texts me. She texts me like 5 minutes later. She's like, both of them. It's both of them. I was like, oh, okay.
Yep. Both. For sure. So snow days, man, I just feel like at the end of winter, we had a pretty mild winter. We had that one big snow here. But snow days were just so fun as a kid, and it was just the peak of like, you have school tomorrow and then you don't, and it's awesome. So then, I mean, the second half of that day, for sure, we were inside playing games.
Yeah, I feel like that's something too to even think about, because I did, obviously I like my snow days, but like I was always more of a like, I can't wait for fucking thunderstorms and like tornado weather. Like to me, that was like the epitome of like childhood, when it's
I love it.
black outside and the weather drops
sure.
significantly because the storm's about to get terrible. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh
dude.
man, I still get so fucking amped about that.
I still love it. Like I'm
Yeah.
still outside. When
We
that
literally
happened.
just had a tornado warning the other night.
Yeah.
Woke us up at like midnight. And I'm like texting my people, like my mom, my dad, and you guys, you know, like, hey, you guys good,
Yep.
whatever. And it was funny because Amanda's like, well, I'm downstairs because, you know, I got the kids. And then Trav and I are both like, yeah, we're outside, like looking to see if like you can see anything in the distance or whatever the case is.
Because that, I mean, if there was anything to be seen on that storm, at least we would have seen it because the lightning was just
The lightning
crazy.
was constant, and like obviously it's like scary at times, you know, like when you're like, well, shit, you know, you got a family to worry about and things like that. But it's still like, God, man, tornadoes, like just nature's so fucking exciting. And then like our Facebooks, snow days are still fun if you're a teacher, and that makes all the sense.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Then you
'cause
wake
don't
up
have to go
early
in
and have
either.
your white Russians and work out.
Exactly. Yes. That's that. I do feel like teachers, and I mean, kids that go to school today, they still have the same stuff. I just think it's just so much different because of the internet. Because even if they're like, look, we don't have enough days to have a snow day. It's online because COVID completely changed all of that.
Absolutely.
And we have online now, and we have the ability to say, no, you don't have today off. And so there was no choice. Like if we weren't going to that school building, we were not having school that day.
Yeah.
If the bus could not get to your house, you were not having school that day. And so, yeah, snow days, great stuff, dude. 90s snow days, just peak. All right, let's shift into something else from the 90s. We talk a lot about consoles and Genesis and Nintendo and all that, but in 1990, Nintendo had this thing, March 10th, 1990, Nintendo had this thing called the Nintendo World Championships. That sounds pretty epic to me.
Yeah, that sounds super cool.
So they kicked this thing off in Dallas. They went all over the place. They were in something like 20 cities. And they had these tournaments where they had 3 tiers. They had under 11, 12 to 18, and then adults. And you played 3 games. They had this cartridge, one NES cartridge that had these 3 games on it. You got to play Super Mario, Rad Racer, which if anybody's been, which I know nobody has because we've been at 0 views, so thanks everybody. I've been live streaming Rad Racer last week. There's been some people on there. I'm just kidding. But Rad Racer and Tetris were the 3 games that you had to play in this championship. So I'm going to show this.
This sounds like some Ready Player One shit.
It was pretty crazy looking. Like they had these big screens and tons of people just playing NESs and competing against each other. And
That sounds so fun.
We have the 1990 World Championships, and so you played one of 3 games. The next slide shows those 3, right? So we had Rad Racer, Super Mario, and Tetris. They competed. They had 6 minutes and 21 seconds. That's oddly specific.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided on 6 minutes and 21 seconds, but you had to get through the first level of Super Mario and get 50 coins. You had to beat the first level of Rad Racer, and then you had to score as high as you could in Tetris in 6 minutes and 21 seconds.
Then just dropping those blocks as fast as you
Yeah,
can.
just so you had to do all of those things and then and so I'm going to tell you right now, I have a modern controller hooked up to the rig that I use for streaming old games. It's got joysticks and it's got a button on the back, so it's way easier. I don't think I can get through Rad Racer in any shorter than 3.5 minutes, and I don't even make it to the end every time. So this, I feel like, was super hard.
That's crazy.
Even back then. And so, yeah, this, I don't know. I don't know how people even got to Tetris to get the high score in Tetris because that Rad Racer is so hard. The Mario one, probably pretty easy because I think you can get 50 coins pretty easy.
Yeah.
Just flying through Mario. But the key here is kind of to pose this against today. Like, these were the original streamers because this, like, you didn't have the internet to stream this to other people. So this was really the only way that you were going to get to watch anybody else play if you kind of like that kind of thing. And some of these guys, like the young kid that won, he went on to do a lot of stuff for Nintendo and was pretty popular for a couple of years. But yeah, they did all of these small tournaments, and then they went to MGM Studios in LA.
Okay.
And they did the final one where everybody that won in the cities got to go play. And so, yeah, I mean, to me, sounds pretty cool. One of the cool things about, well, I don't know if it's cool, but it kind of ties into the retro selling stuff that we're going to talk about later. And that is the cartridges that they put in those games.
See, and I remember hearing about that. I don't know if it was at the time I even heard about it, but I remember hearing about like the special cartridges that had just a few games from like the tournaments. Yeah. And just, it was like a coveted deal even back then.
For sure. And so it's even more coveted now because you have the gray one that had all 3 games on it. It had a modded chip on it. It had dip switches on the front so that they could change it and make it a little different for everybody. But there was a gold one, right?
Isn't that?
Yeah, there's a gold one too. The gray one, it sold on eBay because there's only very few of those, and maybe 26. I think there's 26 of those total and left, and that sold for $175,000 on eBay. The gold one, there's even less of those. There's maybe, I don't know, 10 or less of those, and the last time that one of those sold, it sold for over $200,000.
Okay, so you always hear of somebody like opening a barn, finding a shit ton of like vintage cars, or opening a storage unit, and like, why couldn't I have anybody in my family who did cool shit like this? Like, oh, I found this gold cassette in my attic, and it's like, turns out it's worth.
It's got to be you. You got to start going to garage sales and finding cool stuff.
Christ.
So, the other cool thing is, look at this T-shirt, dude. To me, I would wear this T-shirt today if I could find it. And the top right one, gosh dang it, if it's switched. But the World Championship 1990 T-shirt with the Rad Racer car and Mario Brothers, and that's super cool.
If they were smart, they would re-release it, because like we'll talk about it here later, but it's like now that all of us kids are able to buy all the shit that we wanted as kids, we have the money to do it. It's like re-release all these things.
I'd pay good money for that shirt specifically because it's super cool looking.
Maybe we just steal it and reprint it. Get on Printify,
maybe we just do it.
I'm gonna be wearing it next week.
Heck yeah. So that's the 1990 Nintendo World Championships. I just thought that was super cool, and it's really kind of the original streaming kind of deal where, because we didn't have the internet, we had to physically go to a warehouse with a bunch of TVs to see this play out. And it's, kind of the original esports, right? Esports are huge. It's probably $1 billion industry at this point, and this is what started it. And they started this for marketing. Like all they were trying to do was get their
raise
name
awareness
out there.
of it. And it should have been a huge thing when they had all these massive crowds of people coming to watch people play on a professional level and be like, well, shit, we're on.
This is actually a thing, and they didn't even think of that. They were just all about the marketing.
It wasn't until way later that people started realizing man, people really want to watch other people play games on a very good level.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like PlayStation or Xbox could do this today, like the World Championships. And obviously, we're America, so this actually wasn't the World Championships. It was just here.
Yeah, which is like the NFL. And they're like, oh, you they call them world champions. Like, well, one of you fuckers come play us and see if you can beat them.
Well, and baseball's kind of different too, right? Like that is the World Series, and they play baseball everywhere else.
Yeah,
but we call ours the World Series.
Yeah, and don't they have the World Cup going on right now?
In soccer,
No, I'm talking about baseball. I feel like I saw Mexico playing.
Oh, probably the I
can't remember what it's for. But
NBC, like the National Baseball Conference, or Olympic baseball for the summer. I don't know.
Who knows?
You should probably know more about the things you're going to bring up before you just.
You think that, but I don't.
And I usually don't either. So,
but you're usually wrong. So maybe this will work out in my favor, or maybe this will be the first time I'm wrong ever. I don't know. Ever.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
It's hard.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the closer on Retro Rewind today, because this one, oh man, I ruined it in the title.
I already knew.
You did? Okay, I was going to ask you. So
I've seen enough of this athlete.
Yeah.
And interviews and shit like that to hear his origin story.
This story. Yeah. Okay. So this wrestler debuted as the Ringmaster.
He got all the shit names too. They could not.
He hated it so bad, and he was
Chili
not even,
McFreeze.
Like, what? Really? Yeah. And so he's like, give me a new name because the Ringmaster sucks. I hate it. And so they're like, okay, we're gonna give you all things that are cold, right? And so you probably, if you didn't know who I was talking about by the Ringmaster, you probably know now. But they gave him names like Ice Dagger, Fang McFrost. How is Otto von Ruthless even cold?
I don't know. Chili McFreeze is my favorite though.
Chili McFreeze.
My man Chili.
Cool Cat and Von Braun Ruthless. And he's like, man, I think I'm sticking with Ringmaster because those are all real bad. And then he was at home one day and his wife was like, you need to drink your tea before it's stone cold. Which is weird to me that he's a hot tea drinker. Yeah. It is weird, but he's also a cat guy. So, you just don't know what you're getting with him. And so you definitely know who we're talking about now because it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. And can you imagine the t-shirts we would have gotten if he was Otto von Ruthless?
No, but that reminds me of like the new character they have out that like people are kind of talking shit on, but he's also kind of getting traction. Yeah. Seems weird as fuck, but in like the way he came out was just like, what the fuck is this? And everybody was talking shit.
Like it was super. So I don't watch, but I get clips on TikTok probably the same way you're watching.
Sure.
And it was like this real mysterious thing. And then there, like his entrance, like they played it up for a long time, like this coffin and this door, and like you didn't know who was coming out of it.
It sounded like it was gonna be like spooky and dark, and then it turned out to be like some weird 50s like monster mash ass like.
Yeah, he's just weird. And I don't know where he's been before, but apparently he's been a big deal there. And so they brought him here. And yeah, he's very controversial, I'll say. And not controversial because he's like doing controversial things.
He's just like, is he cool? Is he not?
Yeah. Like what? And he talks weird. And he's got the face paint and he's not super buff. He's kind of flabby. So yeah, Danhausen. But so yeah, Steve Austin, I can't imagine like Fang McFrost. Like with the skull, like that would have been so weird. Like
it would have been, it would have been awful.
So it's just kind of funny how those kind of things.
And he had hair at the time too.
He did, yeah. He had long blonde hair when he was in WCW.
Yeah,
like way back when he was Stunning weird. Steve.
Yeah,
he had long blonde hair. So yeah, I mean, and then just like I don't think once he was Stone Cold in the middle, like we're talking 97, 98. I don't think there was anybody that looked as badass as Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like just the way his body was built and his attitude.
His whole fucking aura was just, yeah.
It was just like, there is nobody as cool as him. He was so cool. So that's Retro Rewind for this week. Check out the Regent Theater.
Yeah.
Go get some popcorn.
I'm definitely going to see that movie. I know the kids are excited.
Hopper looks funny. He's going to have a comedy show and a country artist here soon, so go check that out. That'll be cool.
We need to go check out that comedy night. That'll be fun.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, the 21st.
And the cool thing about that is if you're from around here, it's $25 to get in, but you get a $25 free play certificate to go to Rock and Brews Casino and play. So it's basically free, and you could win yourself some money.
Might make some money.
So why not?
Yeah. Sounds cool to me. I will say the very next day, though, I'm going to be with Bad Omens in Oklahoma City. So cool. I have to make sure all my cooking is set and ready.
Yeah. Sounds like it's going to be pretty fun, though.
It'll be good.
Taking some cool people down there with you.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We got a special guest right in the middle of the show. It's LeMarc from throwbackbuys.com. What's up, dude?
Yo. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah, dude. I've been a fan of the site. I've got some stuff up there that I'm trying to sell. So I love what you're doing over there. It's awesome. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, for sure. So Throwback Buys is an online marketplace for, actually, it's an online nostalgia marketplace. So we're trying to coin that, right? For nostalgic collectibles, fashion, media, and tech from the 80s and Y2K era. So kind of focusing on those decades initially, but then eventually expanding to more decades over the time and just trying to create this global destination for nostalgia commerce.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like nostalgia eBay, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And I would say like the key, sort of differentiator, so how we're kind of leaning away from eBay is this idea that, eBay is, Now that there's like something like 1.2 billion listings on eBay
That's
and on
crazy.
right. And so, nostalgic curation at that kind of scale is basically
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah.
So it breaks into algorithmic filtering, and it's soulless, right? It's a soulless experience. And so we felt like nostalgia is an extremely strong emotion. It's this kind of counterweight to this like super AI driven society that we're sort of, working towards, like kind of Skynet style future. And nostalgia sort of is like the emotional counterweight to that, right? And
Yeah.
so we wanted to create a cultural home for that feeling, and capture a behavior that's basically already in motion across eBay, Mercari, and even Etsy, and even Depop, right? And kind of just consolidated that into one marketplace.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
it
super
because I
cool.
feel like I'm buying my childhood back.
Right.
Exactly. And that's kind of the positioning. It's like buy back your childhood, right? So
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, and just your website, you go into that thing, and it's like you just went back into like the '90s or early 2000s with that. It's super cool. I love it. So,
Yeah, man. And
um,
one thing I'll say to that point is like, I'll sometimes position it as the flying DeLorean of online marketplaces. Yeah, you're bang on.
Yeah.
super cool. Love it. So we've got a couple things we're gonna do. You're gonna share some stats and stuff with us, just to kind of talk about the business side of it and kind of how things are going, and then we're gonna play a little game with you. So I'll let you get started on that side. Let me share your stats here, and so you can kind of walk through them and talk about what you're seeing.
For sure. Sounds good. So we put together what we call the 2025 State of Nostalgia Report, which you can find on our website, throwbackbuys.com. And we took some of our first party marketplace data and layered it with just larger commerce trends and sources that we found based on some research, and put together this report. And a couple things I want to highlight as sort of like a directional, overview of how quickly and fast nostalgia commerce as like a subcategory of commerce is growing. So vinyl revenue hit 1.4 billion in 2025,
Wow.
outselling, right, dude? With a B, billion with a B, vinyl records, right? Outselling CDs, which
Yeah,
only
I mean that.
did, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like the vinyl to me, like just the sound of it and the way that it can sound old school. It can also sound super like just crisp and clear and awesome if you have a good setup. And so just that juxtaposition of it can be anything, and it's just super cool to pull out that vinyl and throw it on there and throw a needle on and just let it go. Like it's just a cool experience. And I think for me at least, the nostalgia thing is so much about tactile and just the touching it and seeing it and feeling it. And I think records hit all of those points.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, the crazy part is that like who's really driving that growth is Gen Z, right? A
Yeah.
generation who never touched these things.
Never.
And I think it's something like, I'm trying to remember, maybe 27% of people buying don't even own a record player. So they're not even trying to play the music. And actually, up on my wall, you can't see it here. I've got a bunch of records myself just sitting in frame. So
You have
to your
some
point,
upstairs, don't you?
Yeah, so that's one thing that's kind of crazy. It's I actually collect vinyls too, and I don't have a player right now. And
right.
but I get to cook for artists, so it's cool to have them like sign their stuff. And but like you said, it's just something about having that tangible piece of something. It's cool to see the artwork and the lyrics and all the cool stuff that comes with it.
Yeah. And CDs are cool, but vinyl's just so much
Yeah.
cooler, man. Like
Totally.
just the sleeve and the artwork and the book that comes in there and the way they open and all that stuff is just so much. Yeah, you can't pop it in your car and play it while you're going, but
But you can
that's what
smell
Spotify's
it.
for, right? You can
Exactly.
smell it. Yeah.
You can smell it, right? You can hear the scratch. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's dope. And to your point about that like tactile reconnection, that's exactly a part of our thesis. And it's like what you're explaining is what they call the digital paradox, which is that as we move forward a tech-driven future, we seek tactile physical reconnection. And so that's exactly what's driving this huge, popularity and resurgence in nostalgia commerce, specifically vinyl. So it's been outselling CDs for 18 consecutive months now. And we also found a huge surge in brick phone sales among Gen Z as well.
Like T9 stuff?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily T9. It's just like disconnected phones. Yeah, we'll get there.
Got
Disconnected
it.
phones, right? So they're called brick phones. And like this, so if you look at the digital detox generation here, Gen Z is the only demographic actively shrinking their digital footprint. And
really,
yeah, I mean, it's pretty insane. So Gen Alpha too, the generation just below Gen Z, they're 40% of that generation is taking deliberate breaks from smartphones now. Who knows if their parents are pushing for that, but it is a trend and it is behavior.
Yeah, what's Alpha? When were those kids born? Do you know that?
They're I can't remember the exact dates or years rather, but they're basically anybody below the age of like 23 right now.
Okay, so my kids are all Gen Alpha then. And yeah, I mean, I know for us, like 90s kids as parents, like we definitely push for like get off of it, nothing, no technology at the dinner table. Like we're going back to like how we were as a kid, because that experience and that's what our show is all about, is that shared experience of just all the things that we did. We were together when we did them, as opposed to being apart. And it's, I don't want to be, that the old man saying, get off my lawn, but it's like, it was so much of a better experience because we did it together as opposed to just over the internet. And we're doing this over the internet. The internet's awesome. I love the internet. I'm an IT guy by trade. If I wouldn't have a job, if it wasn't for the internet and for technology, but just that, shared experience, and I think they're seeing that how much better that was in the newer generations. And that's awesome. I think it's great.
100%, man. It's everywhere you go, like you see this type of behavior being spotlighted, even in the mainstream, right? So like I told you, I went and saw Scream last night, and they even straight up said, like a part of the script, like nostalgia is the driving factor, like, you know what I mean? So even at the mainstream level, they're really spotlighting it, of course. 67% of adults are buying childhood replicas of their favorites. I mean, preaching to the choir.
Look at all of this back here. All of this back here. This is all stuff I had as a kid. That's actually the jersey that I found in our garage that I had as a kid, the Michael Jordan jersey. So like I didn't have to rebuy it. I still had it, which is one of the very few things that I still had that my parents didn't take to the pawn shop when I was a kid. But so it's like, yeah, that makes total sense to me. That's a big number. Like I would have expected it to be 45 or 50%, but almost 70%, dude.
Yeah. And it's like, think about it. Like everyone, like who's really excited about today's products, right? Like it feels like, there's new toy lines and, new collectibles that come out. But I think there's something about just the weight and brevity of like the things we used to own back then, just being like bulkier and more real, and like you can't replicate that level of weight and like just, I don't even know what the word is, but
yeah, it's, I know my kids break everything that we buy that's new now. Like it's just broken 2 days after they get it. And I remember like I had toys from when I was a kid all the way until I went to college. Like there was just, they didn't break, and maybe we didn't play with them as hard. I don't know, but it's just like, they were just made better, and they just, I don't know, they just feel awesome now. Even if you start talking about like the Game Boy, you could throw that thing down the stairs and pick it up and it's still going to work. Like you can't do that with the Switch today.
This one in particular, right? Yeah, it's a brick.
Yeah.
Cool. Another really interesting trend, like physical media had a major moment. I mean, I'm sure you guys have been seeing the resurgence of VHS, but Alien Romulus became the first major film on VHS released since 2007. That's the point.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So they stopped mass producing VHSs in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2025, Alien Romulus was the first VHS that they produced on. Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't it? And it's like another little fun fact to support this. VHS was our #1 searched category on Throwback Buys in 2025.
Dang, not even vinyl.
Now, yeah, it was VHS. Everyone was all over it. Isn't it?
That's crazy. I know I have some VHSs.
Who
and
even
I've
has a
actually got
VHS
some that
player
I have.
though?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't even have a VHS player at home. You go to Goodwill and you could buy one for $10. Like, they're everywhere at Goodwill. So,
people are really just like into same thing with vinyl. They just want to collect them, right?
Exactly. I know we went pretty hardcore into getting some DVDs back. Like, we've got a whole shelf full of DVDs now.
But at least the Xbox will play the DVDs.
Yeah, they will.
At least it's
That's true.
a viable.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about just the click and the way that sleeve works and like all of that stuff, it's basically the vinyl of video. Like,
100%.
it's so cool. Yeah,
totally. All right. I think that's it for kind of the highlights that I wanted to cover on your pod.
That's super interesting, dude. I mean, I think the cool thing is you guys are obviously, I mean, you're onto something here, right? And I think the awesome thing is it's going to continue to get bigger because those things are. I don't think we've even seen the biggest part of people wanting to go back to that yet, right? I mean, and so I think the key here is, like, if you have some of this stuff and you don't want it, go check out Throwback Buys and see if you can throw it up there and make some money off of it. The other side of that is, if you're looking for this kind of stuff, throwbackbuys.com is the place to go to find all of these things. And you can go out there and it's all buy now, right? It's not bids. I think you guys do some auction type stuff.
For sure. Yeah, we do recurring nostalgia auctions. They're 2-week auctions that run with a limited drop, but generally speaking, we're buy now. Correct. We are working on a couple of nostalgic celebs to headline our next couple of
super cool
auctions. If I can name drop a little bit, but
so
I'm working
on Sean Penn coming.
Yeah, I wish. But I'm working on Topanga from Boy Meets World. Yeah,
bro. I'm talking later tonight. I'm talking about the Mount Rushmore of 90s ladies, and she is on my Mount Rushmore. Like, I would die if I was in the same room as her. That's crazy. That would be awesome.
That'd be wild.
Sure.
That's very cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, let's hop into this game then. We're gonna play a game. It's we're gonna show an item that's for sale right now on the site, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And you're gonna tell us the original price of it back in whenever it came out, and then we are gonna guess if it's worth more or if it's selling on the site for more or less than that, and then you'll tell us the real price. So, the first one we've got is this Super Soaker. So tell us a little bit about the item, and then we'll give us the price, and we'll go from there.
So this is a 1999 Super Soaker XP270, still in the box with the zip ties attached. Pretty rare to find one still in the box. And obviously, like, we all had summer days back in the day that where this gun or a variant of this gun dominated the streets. Yeah. So the original retail price on this is gonna be somewhere between $7 and $10.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
It's definitely worth more than that.
I'll give you 50 right now.
Worth more. Yeah, yeah, right. Like, yeah, for sure.
This one's
way more than that right now.
100%. And this one's currently 65, listed for 65 on Throwback Buys.
See,
that seems like a steal. Even that, like, that seems like a steal at $65. Like, that is that, like, you get that in the mail and you're like, holy crap, it's Christmas.
Literally. Yeah. And I mean, on eBay, you'll find some that are upwards of $100. So
Really?
we're kind of in a little bit of a sweet spot there. It's
Yeah.
priced to sell. But yeah, 65. But it's crazy, for this particular one, I have it right here. Look, the sticker's still on there, which is
Oh
cool.
my
It's always cool
gosh.
to see that. It is
Where'd it come from?
looks like the Sports Authority.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Sports Authority. Very faded sticker, but it was priced at $7.97. And the reason why, it's kind of a gimme, but the reason why I wanted to flag this one because of how cheap it once was. But I
Yeah.
remember, man, like I wanted all the Super Soakers, and for whatever reason, like we couldn't afford them. I could only get a couple of them, but
Yeah.
$8, man, like shit,
$8?
we
Yeah.
could have got a at least
Yeah,
two or three
like
having a
hundred.
new
how do we
conversation
not
with the
get one
parents
for everybody
now.
on the block so we can
Yeah.
go play at $8 a piece?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
man. So
Yeah. No, I think shoot, for $65, dude, to relive being a kid out on the hot summer day, like that's a heck of a deal. So
for sure. I struggle if I would take this one out of the box if I was a
I know,
customer.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, this one seems like it's a showcase piece. I'd put it if I bought it, I'd put it back here and show it off for sure.
For sure.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd want to take it because I don't know that I've ever seen one anywhere still in the box
No.
like that, especially with the original price tag on it.
For sure.
That's wild.
Man,
All right.
the pressure you get from those things. Sorry, I'm just like down.
No,
memory lane
go.
now.
Do it.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
yeah.
the pressure. So interesting fun fact about this. Lonnie Johnson was the founder of the inventor of the Super Soaker. And before he created the Super Soaker, he was an engineer at NASA. And that's where
Oh.
the idea actually came from.
Yeah, I mean, I would pump that thing up so far that I couldn't pull it in anymore, and then it would just blast people, dude. Like it would hurt. I remember getting shot in the leg one time and like having a blister.
Water gun fights were no joke in the 90s.
No, yeah, I mean, and the amount of water that we wasted because we just turned the hose on and didn't turn it off the entire water hose fight. Like nobody was telling us go turn the faucet off before you after you fill it up. I'm on my kids now. It's like fill up what you're filling up and turn it off because we're not wasting water.
Dude, that's crazy. You're right. We just left that faucet up right in for hours.
And then we'd play it. Then it was mud puddle fight after that. And then we just
then we're drinking out of it.
Right.
Oh yeah. Out of the mud puddle or out of the hose?
Can be both.
Depends on how thirsty you were. All right, let's move to the next one. Oh, that's the wrong screen to click on. There we go. Okay.
Oh wow.
An orange and yellow troll. Tell us about it.
So so this is a very rare limited edition troll doll, glow in the dark, and from Rust Troll. This particular one I said is rare because it does glow in the dark and it has this yellow hair. This particular variant is hard to find today, very hard to find. But back then, these ranged anywhere from $7 to $10, just troll dolls in general. This particular one was on the higher side because it was limited edition. So we'll say it was about $10 at the time.
$10, and it's full size. This isn't a tiny one, right? This is a big like. Do you have it?
I do.
Those things are ugly as shit, though.
Oh yeah,
I agree, but people love them.
Oh, this one is big. Okay, yeah. I would have expected this thing to be $20 back then, even. So it has to be more than $10. Yeah, it's the same size as the game. It has to be more, right?
Yeah, there's no way, especially being a collector's item like that.
Has to be. I'm gonna say $50.
I'm gonna go higher.
Close.
Just I think it's gonna shock people.
Yeah, what you got, Mike?
60.
We got a winner. Mike, you were basically spot on. We got it listed for
$60.
$59.
Yeah.
But this one is also, like I mentioned, very rare. This one can go for about $100.
Really? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, people who love trolls, they're just like people who love Beanie Babies. It's just like anybody that loves the thing that they love, right? They're going to pay the premium for it. And I think the fact that it's rare, the fact that it glows in the dark, it's $59, dude. You pay that for going out to eat once. If you really want this troll, then you're going to go spend the $59 and get it. Like,
exactly. Especially if you wanted this particular one, right? And that's kind of like, a little bit of the kind of narrative story that drives people and drives our purchasing behavior on our site. We had one customer purchase a signed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sleeping bag from
sleeping bag. I saw that.
1991. Yeah, it was signed by Rob Paulson, the voice of Raphael, I believe. I think he's Raphael,
Yep.
right?
Crazy.
Yep. And I followed up with the customer and was like, "Hey, man, just like curious, what drove you to buy this? And like, what's your story?" And he's like, "Well, actually, it was I used to sleep in this exact same one. When my dad was alive, he got it for me, and I really miss him. And we would watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles all the time, and so now I'm just gonna put it on my wall." And
Yeah,
so,
dude.
Man.
it's sentimental, very sentimental.
For sure. I feel like I had that same one as well. For some reason, I don't know if it was just cheaper or what, but I had a lot of California Raisin stuff instead of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
Nice.
And I mean, it's cool, I guess, but it definitely wasn't as cool as TMNT stuff.
I feel like even when those things were brand new, it's like they probably still just smelled like piss because that's just like the nostalgia with it. You can't find one of those things that just doesn't smell like piss.
Literally.
He's like, ours didn't. We cleaned it professionally.
Well, actually, so we sourced it at an estate sale, and it came from the first owner, who was a TMNT like aficionado, and
Really?
and I smelled it right then and there because I wanted to know. I took that risk.
No. See,
Yeah,
I
I
like to
smelled
believe
it.
that you got that super soaker and just filled it full of piss and you're just hosing it down. Like, got to make sure it's authentic.
Gotta smell like pee or nobody's
They're not
gonna
going to think
buy
it's real if it.
Damn, you know what? Maybe we should have. Yeah, maybe we should have doubts. Now I'm kidding. But yeah, it's You're right. We definitely it wasn't as smelly as it probably should have been, but it wasn't like didn't smell like a warehouse either.
Good. All right, let's go to the third one. And this one, bro, like NBA Jam,
No
Sega
way.
Genesis. Tell us about it.
Boom shakalaka, baby. Right? Classic 2-on-2 style arcade game with the most outrageous stunts you can think of, turbo speed.
Awesome.
And of course, the legendary catchphrase that I opened it with, boom shakalaka.
He's on fire, like
He's
special
on fire.
characters. All of it.
Good times.
I
Yeah.
played so much of this, and
do
I still
too.
play it now. And I was the Supersonics, and I was Sean Kemp and Detlef Schrempf, and I kill with those guys still. I'll play anybody with Kemp and Schrempf, and I'm gonna beat them.
Love it.
So
So
what's
this
the MSRP?
puppy-
What was the original MSRP?
Original MSRP on this is going to be originally was 60.
60. Okay.
Right.
I think
Which
it's probably
sounds more
right
accurate.
at. I feel like it's probably still right at 60. Like I feel like this hasn't. It like with a like it's. I just feel like it's right around 60.
That's almost crazier now to think that you could still go get a game for $60. Like,
I know.
wild.
Seriously. So the loose, if you were to just to have only the cartridge of this game, that goes for about $9 today.
Mm-hmm.
The complete in box version, like this version here, is priced at actually 17 MSRP.
Oh, okay. Getting a
We've
heck of a
got it-
deal.
Right? We've got it listed at 20. But then the new price, complete in box, still in plastic, brand new, $224. So we got it priced
Yeah.
at 20, kind of at just slightly above the complete in box price. And that's really just rooted in, to your point, like if you really want this game complete in box, you'll pay $20 for it.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, you were gonna pay 60 when it was brand new, and you're gonna pay 20 now. Like that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's a steal. That's wild.
Yeah, and I think I was kind of I'm surprised that it hasn't sold yet. It's been on the marketplace for some time, and I think like NBA Jam was obviously a massive success, but at the same time, the collector audience, or perhaps the people that would play this today, I think it's a little bit of a smaller audience versus like Super Mario Brothers, for example.
Yeah, for sure. And Genesis is a little bit smaller than it would have been for Super Nintendo also.
Yeah.
But I also feel like some people are also just buying like the arcade style. You know, if you can get the arcade version
Oh
of
yeah,
NBA
I have
Jam,
that.
it's like-
I have the NBA Jam
Yeah.
at home, the 1-up arcade at home. Like,
Mhm.
so I'm sure a
got
lot
that
of people are
sitting in
still
the-
doing that.
Right. Which is
So,
like
yeah.
better. I feel like that's better.
No,
I think.
yeah, it's super cool. But if you've got it, if you have a Genesis or one of the, like they've got the, can't remember what it's called, but they have the console. It's an aftermarket console, and you can put a Genesis, a Super Nintendo, or a regular Nintendo cartridge in this one self-contained machine, and it will play all of those. If
Yeah.
you've got something like that and you just want to play carts, like
That'd be awesome.
this $20 for this one, like I don't know that you're going to find that anywhere else, especially with the case and the book. Like that's crazy.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. So somebody, your viewers, come snag it up before we change our
Yeah.
minds. No,
Go get it. They're going to raise that price on you. Go get it now.
Yeah. Cool. That's all that I had, guys.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Thanks for doing that. I really appreciate you coming on. And like I said, dude, if this is something that you think's valuable for you, then we're happy to get you on once a month or whatever you want to do, and have you talk about your stuff, because I love what you guys are doing over there.
Hey, I appreciate it, Trav and Mike. Hey, I would love to come back and do this again. And just, yeah, we can chop it up and talk nostalgia.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds amazing.
Awesome. Thanks, man. We'll see you later. Want to talk about a little cartridge conundrum?
Bet you won't.
Oh, you do have them under that?
Powered by nostalgia and Player One energy. Cartridge and quest.
All right. So this week, in 1995, Star Wars Dark Forces dropped. And we've got a quick fire question. This game was a doom killer because it did things in the 2D era that the 2D era couldn't. So the question is, what high-tech movement was Dark Forces famous for introducing to the Star Wars FPS genre? Was it, you could fly a Millennium Falcon, you could look up and down, you could play as a Gungan, or you could use a selfie stick? If you've got it, let us know in the comments. We'll let you know at the end of the podcast what the answer is, and we will let you know on Monday what the answer is on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Do you know the answer?
Maybe.
What are some things that you couldn't do in old school first-person shooters that you wish you could have done? Like hold a selfie stick and...
That was my first thought.
That's the one you were going to pick, D?
If I could just hold a selfie stick, that'd fix all my...
I mean, your answer is always D.
Always looking for the D. Anyway.
Okay, let's play a little bit of What Are These Damn Kids Saying? We're not going to do the spin the wheel for the Bussin thing. We're just going to find the word, and you and I are going to try to suss out what we think it means.
Got it.
Yeah. So let's do that.
Have you ever asked yourself, what are these damn kids saying?
All right. So let's spin this wheel and see what the slang word is for the day. Okay.
What the fuck?
Phantom tax. Phantom tax.
Not phantom?
It's phantom.
The fuck
Phantom tax. Phantom tax. Phantom tax. What does phantom tax mean?
I know what dad tax is.
So I feel like that would have been the 90s one. Because phantom tax feels like it's the same kind of thing. Let's go to the old revised spreadsheet and see. I feel like dad tax is the right answer though.
Okay.
That seems legit to me. Let's see here. Phantom tax. Oh, maybe not. Stealing a bite. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. So dad tax, that is what our parents would have said probably.
Okay.
But like, would we have said like he ganked it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like he stole a bite, he ganked it. So yeah, dad tax for sure. Like that's
so phantom tax is like taking something, just
stealing a bite. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I don't think I've ever even heard that. That's wild. Okay.
Yeah. So gank. I haven't heard that word in a while.
Yeah, I know you said that. I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy. All right, let's spin it one more time.
Bussin. I know Bussin. It was the weirdest fucking thing to hear because people are like, whose food's Bussin? I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? And someone said it was Bussin, Bussin, Bussin. I said the fact they said it 3 times means something. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same thing. They're just like overemphasizing what it is, but it's like, yeah, my son said it was Bussin 3 times. And I was like,
dang.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Bussin
fucking,
means good?
I think it means like really good or
Really
like
good.
elite.
Okay. So if it meant elite or really good, I mean, freaking awesome.
We didn't have great slang. Or maybe this stuff's just weird.
I mean, their slang is weird.
Rad.
Like killer,
Rad, killer.
Like choice, like
primo.
Yes, we would have said pro-ish.
Pro-ish, yeah, pro-ish.
That's what we would have said, but I don't know if anybody had that terminology. I know we had that terminology, pro-ish, but like, yeah, if it's really good, it's pro-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That. Well, that's another round of what are these damn kids saying?
Fucking
if you've got a slang word that you want us to translate, let us know in one of those socials and we'll put it in here. We have a t-shirt shop on the Cartridge and Quest website.
Yeah.
If you go to cartridgeandquest.com and you click on at the top of the page, you click on the mall, it will shoot you into our shop page. I've got some to show off. We've got some t-shirts up there. So here's the first one. We've got Smash Then Pass.
Was that my idea?
That was your idea. And then we made it happen. And then we've got the member since 1985.
Hell yeah. Blockbuster style.
And then on the back of this one, it is Blockbuster and Chill class of 85 because that's what our parents did. They Blockbuster and chilled, and then
I don't want to hear that.
So yeah, go check out our t-shirt store on cartridgeandquest.com and pick up a shirt if you want to support us. If that's something that you think you want to do and get us a little bit of cash in that bank.
Sometimes you just want to send Mike like $1,000, and I'm here for it.
You'd have to buy a lot of shirts, but at least you'd get something back for it.
What if they just send me $1,000?
Are you going to share?
We're going to get a grill.
We're getting another grill.
You are? Or I am?
Cartridge and Quest.
Oh.
That's what you'd buy us?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You have 4 grills outside.
I have more than 4 outside, but that's fine. It's not even a thing we need to talk about right now.
It's like he's got as many grills as I do Jordans.
Kids. Anywho.
What just happened? So if you want to support us, go buy a t-shirt. We make a little bit of money on each one of those. I try to keep them as cheap as we can so that you guys aren't paying out the butt for them. But t-shirts are not cheap to make, so go do that. You want to get into your brain?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's see if we can make that happen. I think I know a guy.
Bring a mop. It's getting sticky. There's my house, bro. I will say AI tried really hard on that one. It kind of missed, but
it did. I just want to say Shiner, please, Shiner. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to bake, but Shiner Bock, my favorite beer of all time. If you look up Fireproof 34 on Untapped, you will see that this is the only beer I have that's a 5 because Shiner, original Shiner Bock. My German heart beats for Shiner Bock. Just saying.
I just like pretzels and cheese.
Me too. A lot. But not pretzels and mustard.
I will do that too.
It's okay. It's just not as good as pretzels and beer cheese.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely not, but it is needed. Because I feel like you're eating so much of that damn cheese and it just gets so rich and then you dip into some mustard. It's like...
I could see where you could switch it up and go half and half or every other or something like that. That'd be all right. Yeah.
I'm still maintaining the best bite of food I've ever had in my life is a pretzel.
And it was not even in either one of those things that we dipped it in.
No.
It was caviar. That makes us sound real.
It was so good.
that makes us sound real gay
It
and
was
real
butter
rich.
and caviar. It was
like
we had this like $215 like 9-course dinner, and then we went and got a cheeseburger afterwards.
Yeah, we sure did because it was not enough food. We had cheeseburger and fries.
That cheeseburger was fucking good though. Not as good as that mac and cheese from Keller's spot though.
If anybody at Press is listening, we did not, but we went to Gott's after Gott's Roadside because they have the best. Was it not awesome?
It was so good, but the weather was perfect the whole time we were there.
We sat outside.
The bidet hit different. The whole experience was just crazy.
Did we not sit outside for dinner every night there?
I think so, man.
Almost every night we sat outside for dinner.
We spent a lot of time outside because it was just fucking crazy.
Man,
and everyone's apologizing the whole time.
Oh, for the weather.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, because it was cloudy and it's kind of rainy a little bit.
And it was like, it's so gorgeous. And I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. The weather's so bad when you're here. And it's like, bitch, this is perfect.
Like, we don't want it to be 90. Like, we have that crap back home.
Yeah, it was like dark and like, it wasn't even like raining, but it was like stormy. Like you had like that and this gorgeous valley surrounded by fucking wine and grapes. And
yeah, like the valley and watching
like
the clouds
food all the time.
Like,
yeah, fuck.
Gosh, dude.
Anyways. Something we need to get into.
Napa, right? That's what the kids
Absolutely.
would say.
I am almost kind of scared to talk about this movie because it has
not.
such a cult classic following that like I was like didn't even want to tell people I've never seen the Big Lebowski before.
Me either. I was scared last week. Like we got some comments like the dude does not abide and I'm not watching your podcast anymore. And I was like,
that's
okay,
crazy.
Bro. Like, I guess. But here's the thing. I think we're going to make some people mad.
I hope this is like our most commented section ever because I mean, I just have to say it was
okay.
Fucking...
On 3, we're gonna say, did we like it or not?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Fucking terrible. Oh, so
it
bad.
was such a bad movie.
Such a dumb movie.
I laughed twice.
So there's one thing that kind of went over my head because I was trying to figure out like what I was seeing. And then my girl was telling me, and she's like, oh, yeah, the funniest thing to me is when he chipmunked that milk or the half and half. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, when he's at the store, like, realized he didn't like buy anything. He wrote a check for like 69 cents, didn't even have. It's like he just drank some, kept it in his mouth to take it home to make a. I was like, God damn. I was like, okay, I totally missed that.
That's kind of funny now that, yeah. I get
when they threw his head into the toilet and milk's everywhere. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he did still have it in there. I was like, why he had the milk jug in his hand, didn't he?
I thought he had it on him and like they smashed it into the thing, but it makes sense that his face went down to it, so all that shit would have went out. But I will say at that part, they're like, where's the money? And he's like, oh, I think I saw it. Let's get another look. Like, like put my head back in the toilet.
Put my head back.
So that was kind of funny. And then the movie was just fucking shit after that. It didn't make any sense. They're bringing in new plots and new characters. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I would say if for that sort of movie, like a bad guy trying to catch a bad guy's trying to catch a guy that they think's the bad guy that's not really the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb and Dumber is by far a better movie for that.
Way better. Way better. Way better.
Way funnier, way more
made
one-liners.
More sense, like
way more sense. So the parts that I laughed at this movie were at the very end after Danny dies, and they're on the mountain, and he throws the ashes, and they just go all over the dude, and it's like I knew it was going to happen. And the fact that it's in a Folgers can is pretty funny too, because they did not want to spend $180 on this on their best friend.
Yeah,
like, dude, seriously,
I would have said, "Fucking keep him then," and then left. Like,
but he throws the ashes, and they just go all over the dude. That part was funny. But yeah, it was just so scatterbrained, and it just felt like
it was a fever dream, 100% a fever dream,
right?
Or somebody's high as fuck, and it's like, "This is what needs to happen next," and like everyone's just
it was the
cheering.
Coen brothers.
Fucking weird, man. I don't know.
You know who they are, right?
Yes.
What else did they do? Are they the Fargo guys?
Fargo sounds like it makes sense, but I can't remember. But I know they're big on doing stuff together. Fuck, I'd have to look. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, Fargo, No Country for Old Men, and The Big Lebowski. So
okay.
Fargo, the movie and the TV show are peak. Like I love.
They're great.
Those. Fargo, the TV show was great, and the movie was awesome. No Country for Old Men. I've seen parts and clips of that, and it looks cool.
I've seen it. It's good.
But yeah, this one, it just did not hit. Like, I just feel like 4 years before that, when Dumb and Dumber came out, that's the better movie to me.
Absolutely.
I could see why, maybe some older dudes would think this is cool because he's always getting high.
Some fucking stoners,
but this is just not, I guess, not in our wheelhouse for what funny would have been. There were some funny parts, but I just didn't laugh out loud like I do at Dumb and Dumber every single time.
I agree.
So I would say for the Cartridge and Quest podcast, the dude does not abide, and the whole rug thing. What the heck?
I don't know. Yeah. At least I got a White Russian out of it. Like I saw him constantly drinking. I was like, you got to do that.
Yeah, like let's do a White Russian, and I will have more. When I'm at a bar, I'll order a White Russian for sure.
And they're probably gonna make a dude reference.
They probably will. Now I will know what they're saying.
Now it'll make sense.
That's the only reason that you should watch this movie is so you can understand the references that people make, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean,
goddamn. Yeah. I don't even want to waste any more time on that fucking movie, to be honest. But
okay.
Let's get into Breaking Trav, because I feel like we got another great clip. We'll see how your poker face is and see if you can handle it. But let's roll the intro.
I still love that intro. It's great, dude. I love it.
That is like probably my favorite movie of all time. Breaking Bad.
TV show, not a movie.
That's what I mean. Yeah. There was a movie with it, but that's fine.
Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. I loved the whole universe that Gilligan put together.
Did you watch the El Camino stuff?
El Camino. I didn't watch the movie. Huh. How did I not watch the movie?
I don't know.
Because that's just Jesse doing his thing, right?
Jesse doing his stuff. Now you got to go watch it.
Maybe I did. I had to have watched it. I love that.
I would like to think that you did, but I mean, we'll see. Shit.
I love that whole universe. There's no way I didn't watch El Camino, but maybe not. I'll go back and watch it again this week and see.
Well, I have a clip for you called Breaking Trav 2.2. You know, makes sense. Let's check it out. See what you think.
And as you can see, our pan is nice and hot. You know, there's just nothing like a big chunk of buttered shit cake. And they would pull children aside and beat them with a rolling pin so dadgum hard. And then we're going to slice it and put it in between our butt. These burgers look and sound like they're ready to be f***ed.
What?
And I'm proud to say yes. I hate y'all.
Fucking Paula Deen. It's something about her voice. Something about her voice. I don't know.
Here's the thing about that.
Put it in our butt.
It kind of sucks because I edit audio and video so much. I could tell it was clipped together and not what she was really saying.
Yeah. Well, it is what she's saying, but it's just.
But it's not together, right? She says all of those things.
For sure.
Why would she say put it in your butt? In real life,
she'd probably say put it in your oven or something, and they took the butt from
she
butter.
Said butt at some point. Oh, butt.
Put it in your butt.
That's pretty funny, dude. Like, yeah, that one was funny.
They do such a good job. So next we're going to go back into Lost in Translation, where we're going to play. We'll start with the intro, and then same thing. It's a 2.2, so you know which file is which. But this one is just common misheard lyrics, and it's like there's even some new ones we're going to get into, and it's like, what the fuck are they saying? So let's get the intro.
Hold Me Closer.
Tony Danza.
All right. Lost in 2.2.
This is all I can hear now.
No, that's not what he's saying.
You got the peaches, I've got the beans, sweet potato, sack of meat. What the fuck were they saying?
I don't know now because that's all that's in my head.
Yeah.
I don't
hear
know
the song. I get my
what
dad's
they're
house.
actually saying.
My dad used to think like, was it Def Leppard? Like, oh, they're so fucking badass. And then I'm like, sweet potato, sack of meat. Like I'm going to laugh my ass off next time I hear this song.
This is how my brain is breaking because I've heard that song 100,000 times and I cannot get peaches and sack of meat out of my head now. What does he actually say?
I almost feel like we need to play like the clip without the video first just to see if we can figure out what it is.
Or after. Either way. Something. We'll figure it out.
I feel like it has to be first because if I read that, I'm going to be like, oh, he's definitely saying sack of meat.
Yeah, but then if we do it after, then at least we're like, oh, that's what he's saying.
Oh, he really said sack of meat.
He did. Yeah, my brain, what is he actually saying? Is it beat?
We'll never know.
We're never going to know.
We'll never know
because we don't have the clip and it's lost on the internet.
It's gone now. And that's all it is. So I'm sure there's going to be people in our comment section saying, you guys are fucking stupid. It obviously says.
Yeah, what's he say? In
I don't know.
what is the name of that song? Def Leppard.
Pour some sugar on me.
Pour some sugar on me. What is the lyrics?
We'll never know.
We will never know. Okay. So on to Trav's take. I still didn't make an intro for myself. Maybe you need to make me one because you're better at it. What I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if you have one ready or not, or if you can think about it on the fly as I'm thinking of mine. But I wanted to talk about this week. We were kind of talking about something while we were working out, and it sparked, and we were going to do something different. And then we did this, and then it was whatever. But what I wanted to talk about was my Mount Rushmore of 90s TV babes.
Oh, yeah.
Because to me, there is only 4. Like there's a lot, but for me, there was 4. And I want to know what everybody's 4 is because, and this is the thing, like a lot of people say, what's the Mount Rushmore? And then they give you 3 or they give you 5. It's like, guys, Mount Rushmore has 4 heads on it. And so we're going to give you a Mount Rushmore of 4. And I'm going to give you my 4 because why did it do that? So my 4.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Yes, these are not in order, but these are the way that they would be on the mountain because I feel like isn't Washington like in the middle somewhere? And he's the greatest president because he's number 1. Anyways, so player 1 here, Kelly Kapowski. I mean, holy smokes, Kelly Kapowski. Every 90s dude was just like...
I feel like it's got to be everybody's number 1.
Well, I don't even think she's my number 1. Like, she's up there. But we'll get to my number 1. Number 2, or the second player at least, Kelly Bundy. And Kelly Bundy was just kind of like... Everybody had that kind of like the bad girl kind of thing, right? Because that's what Kelly Bundy was.
Yep.
Was kind of the bad girl. My number 1, 100%, I would die if I was in the same room with this person, is Topanga, Danielle Fishel. Because, I don't know, just like her whole aura on Boy Meets World was just amazing. And she's just, I don't know, to me, as a 90s kid, I was just like, holy.
That kind of shocks me, to be honest. I thought you were going to say,
but after,
yeah.
After that, as I got older,
okay,
and she wasn't on TV anymore, Sarah Reeves from Party of 5, Jennifer Love Hewitt, 100% my all-time biggest celebrity crush ever is Jennifer Love Hewitt. But it's the Party of 5 stuff, I just wasn't into that show, but I definitely knew about it because of her. And then as she was in movies and other stuff, she became number 1 top crush. So that's my 4. That's my Mount Rushmore: Kelly Kapowski, Kelly Bundy, Topanga, and Sarah Reeves. Let us know yours in the comments. And then what do you got? Do you have 4?
So I feel like you're basing yours off of like these like little like sitcom kind of shows. Like I don't know, because to me it's like
just anything, but I just think
I mean also like
I watch the most.
I mean, think about like Baywatch. I mean, you had like Pamela Anderson. She was pretty stellar. Carmen Electra, she was huge.
I mean, yeah, in the 2000s, I guess, early 2000s.
Even in like wrestling, you know what I mean? Like you're looking at like Sable. Sable was a huge one. You know what I mean?
I just feel like for me, like later, all of the people you're talking about are fake, and all the like, and these girls were all close to our age.
So
and
all of yours,
adults.
You're thinking of like real like Girl Next Door kind of.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Kelly Kapowski, obviously number 1. That's number 1. Topanga was up there for sure.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Kelly Bundy always just seemed too fucking stupid. I don't know. Jennifer Aniston on like Friends though.
Yes. On what? Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just think I never watched the show, but I'd be like flipping through channels like, God damn, this girl never wears a bra.
Again,
like, that's
she
pretty
was just
cool.
Way older. Like,
was she? How old is she in Friends?
I think she's like 60, bro. Like,
you thinking of Golden Girls? I don't
know. Yeah, she's 57
now,
bro. That the gap doesn't change. We're only 40. That's 17 years different.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. She felt old to me. She always has felt older. She's beautiful, but she just has always felt way older.
B. Arthur.
No, I can't. It breaks my brain that those ladies were in their 30s.
Dude.
It is wild to me.
Yeah, it's fucked for sure.
Like, what the
But like I
heck?
said, back in the day, people age like shit. You watch Cheers and it's like, Jesus Christ.
I guess. So would anybody like wear this as a shirt? Because I will print this on a shirt and sell it if anybody would wear this on a shirt. But I just felt like it was too much. So
anywho,
that's Trav's take. What's been on my mind this week?
These 4 ladies. What are you thinking about? Oh, nothing.
Oh man, to nothing.
Didn't know where you're going with that.
Topanga. Nothing.
I want to leave that alone. That could be a t-shirt though.
I don't know where you're headed.
Never mind.
I don't know where your head's at.
I love taking names and like making like weird ass like ideas in my head, like for t-shirts. Like we were playing Dead by Daylight and we had Steve from Stranger Things. And, you know, somebody's yelling, like, they got him right in his stussy. And I was like, oh, God. So I made a shirt that said, like, stussy, and it had Steve. Yeah. So I was trying to put, like, Topanga together. I was like, that's just the word. I'm not going to do that. But,
yeah. All right. Well,
anyway, God damn it.
Let's give these people the answer they've been waiting for this whole podcast.
Nervously, anxiously awaiting.
And it was, you could look up and down in this game. So it was the first Star Wars FPS, and I don't know if it was the first FPS or not, but you could only look side to side.
Mm-hmm.
And this one lets you look up and down, which pretty revolutionary for the time, for 1995.
Which is weird because it's so fucking obvious.
I know, yeah, it is. But it's like they didn't figure that out. This game originally came out on MS-DOS, like PC, and then later on PS1. So pretty cool game though. Like when you drop into this world, it kind of looks like you're in the Doom 007 kind of setting, but it's all Star Wars stuff. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's a pretty cool game to play.
That sounds cool.
So yeah, you could look up and down was the answer. Man, go check us out on the socials. We're streaming live on Facebook only during the podcast now, so go check that out if you want to see the episode a day or two ahead of time. You can see the unproduced side, at least the raw footage, and then check the podcast out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and then we're putting out clips every day on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I've been on Threads a lot, so I don't know if you ever use Threads.
I've never checked it out.
So I use Threads quite a bit. I'll get on there and just
what's the difference?
It's kind of like Twitter used to be, where one, everybody's nice, like nobody's a douche on there. It seems like
Maybe I should check that out instead.
And then two, it's a lot of text, like it's just a lot of questions and people just like saying their thought and then leaving, and then you can reply to their thought, as opposed to like this curated like video like rat race that everybody's in on those other platforms. Threads is just kind of like chill, and you're just kind of putting your thought out there and letting people see what say what they think about your thought.
I don't think they need to know my thoughts.
I think people would like your thoughts. That would be fine. You should check Threads out. It's a cool time over there. So we're on Threads as well if you want to go check us out over there. But check out our t-shirt shop. Go buy a t-shirt if you want to support us. Go buy a poster. Go buy a bottle opener. I try to keep all that stuff pretty cheap over there, so check it out. And with that being said,
peace out, motherfucker.
Keep it rad and peace.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Later.